Hey YouTube, today I'm going to be running some dirt that I went ahead and processed through my grizzly gold trap today. I pretty much brought it home. I did a little bit of a modification to my gold rush nugget bucket. I put a little bit of miner's moss in here, see if maybe it'll catch a little bit more gold. So what I'm going to do, I have a recirculating system back here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and process this dirt. Now, I'm going to be using a different classifier for this too, so just bear with me. I was going to go up to the mountains today, but the highway up to the Clear Creek is closed for a while. So what I did is I went down here, Clear Creek out in Denver. There's a little bit of gold down there. I've been there a couple times. So right now I'm just going to go ahead and process this, and hopefully we'll get some gold. So my kids are going to help me with this too. So turn that battery on. So now we're just going to go ahead and process it. So what I did for the bottom is I went ahead and got an oil pan. I cut a hole in the middle, put two 2x4s at the bottom to help the water go through into the bucket at the bottom. Hopefully this will help. Whatever gold I don't find in here, I'll get back in here and I'll just process it again. So here we go. I'm not going to go through the whole bucket, so I'll be shutting this off here in a sec. You gotta keep it steady. So my kids are helping, so it's just in case you see the camera moving around a lot. I was going to make a spray bar, but I don't have time for that right now. Now I know there's some little bit of gold in here because I used my grizzly gold trap. And I did see little specks of gold. So hopefully we can get that out. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this video off, and then we'll show you what gold we find when we're doing the sluicing. Okay, so now I went ahead and processed all my dirt that I went and collected. As you can see, it's all gone. Took me about 5 minutes at the most to get it through the nugget bucket. You can see down here I have the little bowl. You can see the dirt that's piled up in here. Now if there's any gold that I missed, I can always go back through this dirt again and reprocess it. So let's go ahead and take this off. I know there's no big gold nuggets in here. We just don't have too much of that out here in Colorado, especially out in the suburbs. So look through that later. Now I'm going to go ahead and take this off, which is I like about this. As you can see, once I process this, you can see a lot of the black sand on the sides. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and process that too. Now I'm going to take this out, which is the little bowl that they use. Now remember I put miner's moss in here, so hopefully it caught a little bit more. I don't really see a gold ring, but we'll go ahead and process that anyway, only because I have the miner's moss. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and toss this to the side, just like it is, and then we'll go ahead and do that afterwards. Now I do have a lot of sand in here still, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take this, process this afterwards. Oh, almost lost mine. So I'm going to process this too, just in case. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and turn this off, and I'm going to set up my little sluice box and run the dirt through. Alright, so I went ahead and processed most of my dirt. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and take this, what was from the Gold Rush Nugget bucket. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and stick this in this bucket down here. And go ahead and clean this out. Make sure there's no gold in there. Alright. Now, since I had this miner's moss in here, I'm going to go ahead and clean this as good as I can. Make sure there's nothing trapped in here. So basically what I did is I went ahead, I got the dirt that I ran through my grizzly gold trap, I brought it home. I went ahead and ran all that dirt through my Gold Rush Nugget bucket. Since it's fluid, and what it does is the gravity goes ahead and takes all that dirt down to the bottom, the heavies, pushes all the lights out. And now what I'm going to go ahead and do is process this dirt in my little doohickey over here, my little sluice box. Now I don't use the riffles. Don't really find too many big gold nuggets down here in Denver. It's mostly really fine gold. Now I went ahead and looked through all the dirt and I didn't see no big nuggets through there. So now basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and process this dirt and hopefully find some gold. Okay, so I went ahead and processed my dirt. You can see there's tons and tons of black sand in here. Like I said, I don't use the riffles because I know there's not gonna be really big nuggets. But if you look really close, you can see some gold in here. Up here. Now I do see a whole bunch down here. So what I'm going to go ahead and do now is go ahead and clean this out, pan it, and we'll see what we got. Okay, so I went ahead and processed all my dirt down to the heavies. Like I said, I went ahead and went to Clear Creek, used my Grizzly Gold Trap, brought all the dirt home. Ran it through my Gold Rush Nugget bucket with a little modification of the miner's moss in the bottom. And what I did is I went ahead and sluiced it. I know it's a long process, but the results pretty much speak for itself after I'm done. So what I'm going to go ahead now and do is pan it and show the final cleanup. Okay, so I did my final cleanup and this is what I came out with. Now, remember, this is out in Denver, Colorado, out in Clear Creek. Now, you're not going to find a lot of big, chunky nuggets out here. You'll mostly find like small gold. But as you can see, I think I processed about 3 or 4 buckets, and this is pretty much what I came out with. It's not bad. It's pretty good for 1 hour work, I guess. Alright, well, I guess I'll try and post some more later, and you can see the gold. Alright, that's it.